Hello and welcome everybody to Passive Income Summit. We're putting together another little video for you today. We've been getting a lot of discussion and questions about Novatech. You know, they're not communicating at all. And we think that's being done on purpose because of the environment that they found themselves in. And, you know, it's a little nerve-wracking. We all know that, but
frankly, I put it in the back burner. I don't feel like it's necessary to really think about it. You always got to move forward. And that's why we're here to kind of take a step forward. If, in the season of companies pausing, you know, there's two other companies that have paused operations. They're coming back, but, you know, it's kind of like, well, what do you do? What do you do during this downtime?
You look for other projects that are, you know, up and coming and doing some new and good things.
This is probably the first time we've been excited about talking about a new project.
We can't tell you a lot about it other than we're excited about it.
We know the owner. We know the owner and have been with him for 8 months, following him carefully. And the guy's brilliant. So we're high confidence, and that's probably one of the number one things you look at. I mean, what are the things? Ken, what are the three things that you think you look at when you're looking at a project that you would consider good?
Well, obviously, like, you know, the owner, if we know the person who's actually behind the scenes, in this case, we do. That's number one. Number two is, you know, what the investment is as far as getting your ROI back, how quickly you can do that. And then also what the actual percentage is on, you know, for ROI and return on investment.
I would add, is it logical? When you think about their business flow, does it make sense? And in this case, it's a PAM account, which is basically investing in various things. It could be Forex or stocks or whatever. So it's been carefully vetted by the guy that owns the company, which we're not going to talk about details on him or the company name, because
part of the reason we're not is because this is a private club group. Yes. You're not going to find it on social media. You're not going to find any information about it pretty much anywhere. This is going to be strictly a word of mouth opportunity for people who want to get in. And the really cool thing is you can join now for free. You don't have to put any money in.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that's really what's key. You can jump in. You don't have to put any money in. You can kind of just watch and listen. You can get into the Telegram chats and all of that and just listen to what's going on with everybody, what the performance is, because they're not making any performance guarantees at this point. They're not saying they're going to return a specific amount of money like some of the other ones have. They're just saying, hey, this is new. We've got a trader who's got a great record for past several years and has had great returns.
It's all about trust and risk level. You want to experience, and that's why we're here. We believe in this.
Yeah, I think so. And why should you listen to us? Because Ken and I and John and Al, we carefully look at things. We're constantly going in the Telegram chats. We're digging into details. So this is why we're happy about this one. We think it's a winner.
And we also have to caution everybody again, you know, on anything you go into, don't put money in you can't afford to lose. If you take that mindset into this, then you're not pulling your hair out the way a lot of people who are members of Novatech are, you know, freaking out because they put money in they couldn't afford to lose.
And that's the only thing they're in, and they're flat-footed and they overcommitted and all that. So, you know, there are plenty of things that are smart to do as investors that we all can learn and relearn.
Often. But the next one is get your ROI out ASAP. If you do that, then you're playing with the house's money and you don't care. You know, you kind of, if they shut down someday, you kind of go, oh man, I still had money in there. It would have been nice to get it out, but you're not being burned by it. You're not going, oh, I lost all my money. You lost your profits.
Ken, can I ask you, can you kind of give the lay of the land? Because I you know most about this.
Yeah, so this is as Dave was mentioning earlier, this is a PAM account, right? So we know the owner. personally, like Dave was saying, and we actually by default know the trader as well of the PAM account. She's been in this business for like 20 years, from what I understand, and the process is pretty simple and straightforward. Basically, there's a referral link that we have that we'll present. And then from there, you just start your PAM account. You put in your information. You have the KYC and everything like that. And after that, we have a master account number that you would put in there for the PAM account. And then from there, you would just fund it. I think the minimum is $3,000 for that.
Yeah, and by the way, what's good about this is that you can open up the account, then we'll put you in the Telegram group, and you can watch things for a month. That's what everyone's going to do. Half the people won't have any money in it at all, and the other half will be enjoying the profits. But it gives the information, the confidence, and then you put your 3,000 in after you feel comfortable.
Exactly.
And that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
You know, most of these projects, you don't get the opportunity to sit there as a bystander and watch what's going on and hear from everybody that's in it until you're in it. So this is a great opportunity to kind of be a fly on the wall and see what's going on before you commit any money to it.
Also, I think being in this Telegram group is an education for most people. There's a high level of sophistication and information in there presented by the owner himself. Massive experience, 17 years doing this arena, and I'm totally impressed with what he brings.
Ditto. Same here.
And not only that, but the other people who are in the group, most of them are not newbies. They've all been in and doing things for quite a while, and they all add more perspectives to it. So it's not just, you're not just hearing from the owner of this PAM, you're hearing from others who have been around the block a few times and are also contributing and giving you their insights. So you've got a wealth of information that you'll be able to hear from.
If I was going to say one thing at this point is the disclaimer that everything you do in this space is high risk. It's only for people that really, some people don't belong in this. So just know what your risk tolerance is, learn the basics, and then proceed.
Yeah. However, we believe this is better than the high risk Las Vegas, and we do have an opportunity to put our money in for X amount of time, get our seed money out, and that's when you're having fun with it, just playing with profits.
And you really got to understand that this is a high risk investment. All of these things, when
Always
you're involved in any of these, they're high risk investments. You could lose your money, but you use your best intuition, you use your best research, you use your best information available to you, and you make the best decision you can with the money you can afford to lose, with the potential to earn great reward.
There's one thing that I don't think we mentioned is that it's the ideal situation to get in early on a company that is reputable, that has some real credibility, where you know the owners and all that. That is a rare spot, because the run for a company can be determined in 6 months, 1 year, who knows what. But that kind of knowing the owner and knowing what he has put together based on his experience, I think really just makes this strong, very strong.
On this particular project, it's going to compound, so you're not going to get an automatic drop. It's going to compound as it grows, and then you're going to be building on top of your profits as time goes on.
Monthly,
so you get your
monthly withdrawal window once a month.
It's a small window.
Yeah.
We understand it's going to be a small window, but there's going to be a monthly window.
And I believe the compounding is a daily. Is that correct? Or
yes,
yeah, compounding.
That's what we've heard,
which is huge.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about trust and risk level that you want to endure, and the idea that it's compounding, which is a huge thing. Compounding daily, which is really huge. I really like that. The withdrawal window of a month, that's a little bit longer than I would hope, but that is reasonable in terms of new project like this. So I think that's a good thing as well. Once a month is good. Shouldn't miss an opportunity to get seed money out at that time. So that's all good things that I see so far.
So I've been in this space for like a year and a half now, and you know, been through my fair share of, you know, projects that have come and gone and things like that. One of the biggest things for us, especially for me, is that I know the owner of this program personally, and working with him, you know, over the past few months or so, and I do trust him very, very much. And so, what he does, whatever he does, I do trust it, and you know, I'm on board with what he does.
If this is a project that, you know, has caught your interest the way it's caught ours, the only way you're going to have an opportunity to join this is if you email us at passiveincomesummit@gmail.com. And what'll happen is we'll get your email, we'll read it, and we'll reach out to you. And we'd like to have a one-on-one conversation. That's passiveincomesummit@gmail.com. Send us that email. We'll reach out to you, have a little discussion with you because it's a private group, and we'll get you that information link to get you in where you get to learn about everything that's going on before you invest. Anyway, we always thank you for tuning in and watching us. We hope that you still enjoy what we do. We do it because we love it, not because we're trying to make money doing this, but we like to have informed people hanging around. So have a great evening. Thanks for joining us, and we'll just say good night. Bye.
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 The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not investment or financial advice. You should independently verify and confirm all such information. The passive income industry is risky, and you should only invest the amount of money you can afford to lose.